Hello and good morning, everyone. It's good to have all of you here in Bangkil Teknik Menjawab Bahasa Inggeris, unfolding the techniques of answering SPM 1119 English paper, organized by SMK Datuk Haji Ahmad Said, especially for Form 5 students. We are happy to see many teachers and students from other schools too. On behalf of my school, allow me to extend a warm welcome to all of you. All right, let me introduce our speaker today, a young and lovely young lady, Miss Premani Subramaniam. Miss Premani is currently teaching in SMK Baganjaya. She had 7 years of teaching experience in primary school after her diploma perguruan Malaysia and 14 years in secondary school after completed her degree in TESOL and Interactive Multimedia in University Science Malaysia. And Ms. Premani also did her Master in Arts, Linguistic and English Language Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Ms. Premani is also a master trainer for CEFR, State and International JU. On top of that, she is an experienced examiner for SPM English Paper 1 since 2009. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed to have her here. So Ms. Premani is here to share, enlighten, and help us, especially the students, the techniques of answering SPM 1119 paper. So students are welcome to ask questions in the live chat. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Ms. Premani Subramanian.
Hi, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like Rising School, SMK Haji Ahmad Said. I'm very honored to be today program to assist as many students. Okay, so today we'll start without further ado. And what we're going to see today is all the 4 English papers. And today the program title, I'll prefer to call it Unfolding the Reality of CFR SPM format. And we also will look through some answering techniques. Okay, so basically here you get any tips because it's still early for SPM. If I have tips, it's not taken from any department or what, don't have a wrong understanding. It's through analysis. We can analyze, but then unfortunately, since it's our first year with our CFR SPM format, analyze to get the tips, it's kind of tough, but then we can see how to look into the tips. Okay, we have teachers, we'll discuss all the teachers. So some or other, all the teachers will have the students. Let's proceed with our program today. Okay, so before we go into the techniques and also the answering method, let us see there are 4 papers this year, the CFR method. What happened previous years was their writing paper, essay paper, which we call paper 1, and paper 2 is more of a reading paper. There is no listening, but then speaking, we do it in the classroom. So it's classroom based assessment. But now they make it very formal, and we have certain marking scheme we really have to follow strictly. All right, so let us see the type of paper now. Okay, and use of language. Okay, the grammar comes in here. Okay, when you say paper 1, you have to know what is your paper. Many students, the first thing, the basic thing, they fail to understand. Know your paper. All right, that is the basic confidence that you should have. Another thing I want to tell you, not every time you have to pronounce, I don't know, I cannot, I'm unable to do. That is like, in Muslim belief, they believe that it's dua. Of course, you don't call the God and say, Don't keep on saying negative stuffs. Keep on saying, I can do it. And then when you have the positivity, you can clear the doubt in the negative parts. Okay, so be ready with positive mind. Okay, paper 2, you have to know it's writing. Paper 3, speaking. Paper 4, it's listening. Reading and writing will be done during the timetable exam, in March, somewhere in March next year. And then speaking will be done before that with listening. All right, so they will be done at two different times. So know your name, your paper's name. Be friend with them. These are the four good friends that all SPM candidate going to have. All right. So next, let us look into the first one, reading and use of English. Okay, so if you see here, we'll go through one by one very fast because reading paper, it's quite easy if you really understand. You can score a lot. All right, so let us see. The first one is three option multiple choice ABC answer, and the text will be within 90 words. If you see here, each question has short text which is within 90 words. Okay, and then here I would like to stress, previous years you can locate or identify wrong answer easily because they are more of word spotting. You can see the word appears in the question, you can see the word still appear in the text. But now what happened is it's more of meaning spotting. You can see the question has the word, but you can't see it in the text. But you can see the similar meaning word appearing in the text. So you have to be very, very careful. And 90 words of text is not considered short. Okay, but then not more than 90, it can be 70 also. Okay, so be prepared. Let us see the example. Okay, we don't have to answer. I'm just showing you the pattern of it. Okay, if you see this question, it is actually a Facebook post message. So first, Badri Rizal, he text something in the Facebook. He posted something in the Facebook. So if you see here, my teammate Daud was carried on the football field unconscious after a collision with an opponent in a friendly match an hour ago. He was taken to the nearby hospital by our coach. I'm afraid that he will not be able to play football again. So if you read the first part of the question and you look at this question, from the Facebook extract above, we could say that seriously injured but needed some rest, not mentioned in the first part. Would not be able to play football again. Yes, sound like an answer because it stated was in critical condition match. People don't know. I mean, students do not know the meaning of match. They might pick this as an answer. But match here means in a very difficult to win game, the football match. Okay, so these two can be and they're very strong. I will call it strong detractors. But now you can't see wrong answer but distracted. Pengacau, they call it. Okay, so this is what about CAFR assessment about. So to do that, you need to start reading every word on the paper. Read. They are not decorations. Remember, read incomplete. So let's further read. Our coach had just texted me saying that Daud was in a stable condition. Sorry, I underlined it. It just went a bit. It's blocking. But he would need a few weeks rest. Okay, so from we further read it, we can see the answer A clearly. I hope he will be fine. Please pray for him, everyone. So here what I'm trying to say is you must read, you must understand, then only you respond. If you're thinking about any shortcut, it's really wrong to do. I guarantee you will see distractors as answer. Okay, like previous years, the distractors are not as strong as what you see now. I'm not telling SPM will be very difficult. It's very easy paper. Only one, method you have to use for this paper. Read, understand, and respond. That is the method. If you ask me teacher tips, only these three. We want tips in a way that you're asking for soalan bocor, definitely cannot get. Okay? Understand. Even you get soalan bocor also, you have to read. Without reading, how are you going to answer? So don't depend on any kind of tips which may disappoint you. Focus, read, and then you understand and respond. So that is the first part of reading. There are 8 questions like this. Okay, so let us go to next one. Okay, next part is 4 option question. It's a closed text, or they call it isi tempat kosong, and they'll give you the answer A, B, C, D, not C, until D. And the text length is 250 to 300 words with 10 blanks. Okay, so let us see the shape of the question. So this is the pattern of the question, the text length, and then the blanks are everywhere, about 10 blanks. One will be given for you as an answer. Okay, you don't have to write inside here, but then choose the ABC answer. Okay, the type of text you'll get are not very factual out of your experience. It's nothing like that. It's within your experience. Even they want to give you factual, something like this, about common birds or common things in the environment, nature. Okay, or some kind of short story about someone, maybe a student, parents, family, something related to you. So if you want to say, teacher, I cannot answer lah, only one problem with you. You're not reading, you're not understanding to respond. Okay? So that is the main text for reading paper. Let us go to next one. So as I told you, you must read, understand. Okay. This part, the answers mostly are grammatical items. So what you have to know here is know your grammar rules. I'm not asking you to go and buy grammar book and then do practice non-stop. No. It means the first one you see, the example here, the answer is sports. The verb, they are verb category question options. So just recall verb rules. Singular, how is the form of the verb? With s. Plural, no s. Past tense, with ed or irregular form. Then they have ing form, which is continuous tense. That's all. You just recall, this is something that you learned since the day you were born. Okay, it's not from the day you go to school. Grammar in all languages started from the day we were born. That's why we human have this thing called, in linguistic they call it UG, universal grammar. It's there. Maybe your UG is more of your mother tongue. If your mother tongue is Bahasa, your universal grammar, more things taught in that part. Maybe English will be the second one because your second language. You understand? So you cannot say, teacher, must study grammar. Not study grammar, recall. Okay. The second question here, number 9, is a possessive pronoun. So you must know how to use possessive pronoun. Kata nama to show kepunyaan. So in English, there is a way. Sometimes you students confuse like it and its. So know your grammar rule. When you put the apostrophe, when you do not put. So very basic practice or revision that you should do is know your grammar rules. Not take all the multiple choice close text, keep on doing for months. Doesn't work if you don't have the grammar rules. The basic one will do. Okay, I'm not asking you to go and study very deeply linguistic expert, no need. Okay, so we have preposition, phrasal verb, verb, noun. Then you don't depend. Teacher, can you all give us the notes or not? Okay, this part definitely the teachers are giving every day during class. I think the teacher somehow or other will mention this, talking about verbs, talking about noun and all that. What you have to do is, we have our internet, Google. Just put basic grammar rules. You will get lots of sources. Just sit, read, and understand. Then you can respond. Okay? So these also you have to read, you have to understand and respond. Okay, let us go to part 3 now. Okay, this is part 3. If you see part 3, it's very, very lengthy. Okay, I'll show you the screen first. Give me a moment. Okay, when I say very lengthy, it doesn't mean that 2-3 pages. It's kind of very short. Okay, it's going off far away. In a moment, something going far away really. I must save. Go back to the first one. Okay, so if you see the reading paper, the reading paper, the length of it, you can see on the screen here, 650 to 700 words. Quite length, but then the text, as I told you, it won't be difficult one. It won't go to the world knowledge which you won't understand. They won't talk about scientific terms or something related to astronomy or even agriculture. So it won't go very scientific point. Basic one. Okay, something close to students. If the paper, the question is set in a way that it's very scientific or very factual, very difficult to understand, then it won't be used as a assessment item. Okay, so please remember that. So 4 options, again, there are no wrong answers. They are in the form of distractors, which are wrong. Okay, let us go to the text. Okay, look at the length. You don't need to read that. I'm just showing you the length. So many are not aware. The numbers on the left-hand side here, you can see left-hand side, it's numbers. They are numbers for paragraph. Then on the right, there are numbers for the line. If the question say from line 26, don't start to count from the beginning. Okay, it's here, 26. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Actually, I should have count from 25, right? Okay, so I mistake. All right. So very quickly go through it. Again, you have to read, understand, and then only respond. Okay. Do you need to read the whole text at the beginning? Okay. As if it is classroom practice, I'll encourage my students to read first. But if it is exam purpose, then I will ask them to go through the question first. Read the question. The question will say which paragraph. Go back to that paragraph, focus, find the answer. The answers are there. Again, I'm telling you, the question will give you the word, and the word won't appear in the paragraph. They will change the word, use a different word. It's meaning spotting, not word spotting. That's the trouble here, because you all are so much used to it finding clues, which word appearing, right? No more. You cannot find clues through words. You have to find the answer through meaning. Okay, when I say you have to read and understand to answer, I understand there are some students who are very weak. So don't worry, just keep on reading. In order to understand a sentence, you don't have to understand the meaning of each and every word. As you read, there you will come across 1 or 2 words that will become a clue, a contextual clue for you to understand the meaning of the sentence. Okay, don't give up. Don't say, teacher, I read the whole sentence. I only know 2 words. How am I going to answer? That's good enough. That means you understand some clues rather than not reading at all and not answering. So those students who do answer your paper without answering, give back the empty blank paper to your teacher, please. That's very, very disappointing. Don't do that. Try to answer. They are objective questions. Okay, so here you can see this is taken from samples, the real lembagas. Okay, if you see, they guide you by paragraph. The method, I'm not taking the text, but the method, the shape of the question. So they guide by paragraph. So if can, exam time, don't read the whole paragraph yet. You will get tired. Okay, your teacher keep on telling that you read the text. That is for the class purpose. So you now, from now onwards, start reading the whole text, then only read the question, because you have to practice on reading also. Read and understand. Straight away, you don't want to do the reading now, and then SPM, you sit there, start to read the whole text, you'll start to sleep. Because first time you are stressing your mind with such a length text. You understand now? So don't get confused. Oh, my teacher say must read the text and answer the question. Your teacher is right. Absolutely right. for your class practices. He want you to practice so that in exam time you won't get tired of reading. First time you go and read during SPM, no one can save you. All right. So again, there is no word spotting. It's meaning spotting. Out of 4, 1 is correct. Usually 1 or 2 will be strong distractors and 1 will be very obviously wrong. You can see it, but no word spotting. Yeah. All right. So this one I don't want to brief much. You have practice is the best for this paper. Answers are more of distractors than wrong answer. So read, understand, and respond. Okay, let's go to part 4. So if you see part 4, okay, all right. So this the description. They call it the gapped text. Similar to 2. 2 is its word gap. You know, one word it's gapped, blanked. This one, the whole sentence is blanked. So the length is 350 to 450, around half of the page. So reading is required here. And then sentences have been removed and jumbled up. Okay, so let us see the pattern. Okay, so 6 sentences are removed. Can you see? And then here they give all the 6 plus 2 distractor. And if you don't read with full attention, you see the 2 extra sentences can fit in every blank or a few blanks. You can see that. So reading is not only the given sentences, it's from here. You start to read, you flow, you go along the flow. Maybe you get the first one and then you put it there first and then further read. You must continue to read. And then if you're not sure of 28, leave it blank. Go, continue. Okay, another tips I want to give for this reading paper is if you come across any question which really blocking your mind, it's mental block, leave it. Circle, put aside. Don't look at it too long. Okay, go to next question. After you finish, you definitely have few minutes, right? Don't start to look at the pemeriksa, smile at the pemeriksa, trying to be nice. Okay, no extra marks for that. Okay, don't waste time. Again, revisit the question that you had doubt, because the moment you already finish, you'll have the relief. Your stress is your stress is no more inside your head. It's already down. It's going down already. So that's the right time to see the question that gives you stress. Very simple tips. If you are looking for the tips in the form of, teacher, give us question. Don't. It's no more like that. It's about how to manage during exam. A good student, a smart student will do that. Anyway, I'm not separating you smart and not smart. Try to be smart. I'm not a smart person, but we have to be smart. Find a right way to improve, to learn. You cannot sit in one place and keep on telling, okay, I'll do it. You procrastinate, you are definitely failing. The moment you don't think about rest, but you are dreaming about being successful, that's fantastic. All right. So that is part 4. Okay, let us go to part 5. Part 5, matching and information transfer. It's almost similar to our previous format. Okay, here not more than 370 words, and then you have several tasks like completion of notes, diagram, matching tasks, and short answer question. Okay, let us see the pattern. Okay, these are the pattern. So they will give you short text, total of 350, like that, or 400 words. Okay, what you have to do is the pattern of the question. And before that, read, understand, and respond. This is the simple prayer, I'll say. To answer the question, keep on saying it. Saying this, read, understand, respond. Read, understand, respond. Okay? Let's see this, the question. Okay. First 4 question, it's like filling in blanks also, but then you don't fill in the blanks with answer, but number of paragraph, like the earlier one. Which paragraph? A, B, C, D, E, F. So you have to read them and then you must see which description courses, here got 6 courses, fits this person's statement. Then you have to write A, B. And then here the problem is, you can see 2 courses which sound similar. That is a distractor. So you have to really read for the precise information, the correct information, the matching information. Okay, and then here complete by filling in the blanks. Okay, here what will happen is choose no more than one word. There is something here very important. But what students will do, they will write two words. But with the two word, it doesn't go wrong, you know. But the question instruction says one word, it means you have done overlifting. Okay, you write two answer. When you read the whole sentence, it sounds perfect. But based on the instruction, your ability here is you must identify only a word to be chosen as an answer. But what you did, you take two. It means your ability to read and identify the, the, the particular word is low. You understand? So when you get two answers, when the question say one, don't claim that. Call the pengawas, cikgu, saya rasa soalan ini salah. Orang buat salah ni. No, you read it wrongly. There will be no incidents, question being set up wrongly. Okay, I believe. Okay, because we cannot simply say that the question is wrong just because you cannot get the answer. Okay, always try to blame yourself first. Try to find the answer. All right, maybe you have missed out. So if you take two words, it's overlapping. Okay, I'm not telling teacher this part only one word. No, sometimes they say not more than two words. You have to pay attention. There is no one fixed rule here. All right, so that's the end of reading paper. Again, the answers that you see, they are more of distractors and not wrong answers. So got to really read and transfer the word and answer. All right, so next one. Okay, now we'll look into listening paper. Listening is very easy. You listen and you answer. Two times they will ask you to listen. First time listening, you have to find the answer. Second time listening, you have to confirm the answer. But what will happen is, especially this one for the good students, they will read. They will listen, understand, answer. Fine, I'm free now. So now the teacher will be walking around, mengawas, right, monitoring you. What you'll do, you'll start to smile at the teacher, trying to show that, okay, very friendly lah. Please, there's no extra marks for that. All right. So, second listening, pay attention. Because we are human, there are chances for us to go wrong, listen wrongly. And this happened among good students. Oh, I can understand English, so I can answer. Speaking English, writing is different than listening. I have that problem. Personally, my experience. My writing was okay. My speaking was okay. When I do my active test, my listening got problem. 4 marks more to get my C2. Okay, I got my certificate. When I see the marks, I'll like close my eyes and cry. 4 marks more. So why? My listening skill. It's not sometimes if you're not used to the native speaker pronunciation, our understanding will be affected. So how to improve listening, teacher? Watch more programs in English. No need to do anything. You love to watch TV, right? Watch English program. More of a not a native speaker. Native speaker means real orang putih one. British English programs. So you can go for any programs. A lot of programs, the BBC News, or you want to see some sitcoms like Mind Your Language. You can see how they speak. It's hilarious, entertaining, and at the same time you learn. So the first part of the question is 3 multiple choice question. There are 7 questions. Okay, here the first part, one whole text. One whole text. One whole extract text which you listen for one question. So it means 7 questions, one question, one extract. Satu perbualan. There'll be people talking, conversation. So 7 questions. Here again, there are distractor. You have to really pay attention. So answers are more of distractors, not wrong answers. But because you cannot identify it, they cut you, before you could put the answer, B sound like answer, C like sound like an answer. So beware of that. Again, here you don't read. You listen, understand, and respond. Okay. Another thing, before they start the listening part, the speaker will say, you are given a few minutes or few seconds to read your questions. Don't sit there like, I can answer. Don't do that. All right. So read. Even you're very good in English, please read. Even teachers do that. All the teachers do that. They're teaching English. They're teaching different subject. If we get exam paper, we'll become so scared. Treat it like God. Please read carefully. Okay, please do that. So that is part one. Different text for different question. Remember. Part two is three option multiple choice again. It's longer. It means there are 8 questions. The whole 8 question use one long text, 350 to 400 words. Okay, this one, I didn't put the whole set because if I put it, it becomes too small. So I only take the beginning part. Again, read. So you will hear recording of Adam talking to Carol about his day. All right. So you see the question, it follows, numbering is following, right? 8, 9, 10, like that. Don't say, teacher, how if they ask question 10, then go to 8, they jump here and there can. It will never happen. The question is set in a way, it follows the flow of the text, the listening text. Okay? If you missed, pay attention at the second reading. Then, okay, now you say, oh, okay. But it doesn't stop there. Start doing this practice now itself. Frankly telling, if you wait for your teacher will give me one day to practice. It will never happen because teachers has to cover their English download textbook. If you cover your English download textbook, then only you can answer the questions. Okay, so teacher will be covering the syllabus. Your work is to find extra practice online available. If you want, you just put like this, Google search, listening online practice. You will get so many things. Open one by one, do it. The text is there, the question is there. It's interactive. You click, immediately they'll give you the marks. Everything is available online. But you want to wait for your teacher. Please, really, you have to pity your teachers now, especially online. They have to do PBD, teaching, a lot of reporting. All right. So this is self-assessment, self-revision. This is what I'm referring to. But don't worry, your teacher is also the textbook listening. The teacher gives that, do it. Don't say, Allah, my textbook not important one. You give us the real exam format. The textbook is your format. Your Form 4 textbook, Form 5 textbook is your format. There are a lot of listening practice. There are a lot of ebooks available. Go open it, then practice your listening. If you don't have the audio, ask teacher, mind sharing the unit 1 speaking audio to us from Form 4 textbook? Your teacher will be very happy to do that. Then do self-assessment. Don't wait for somebody to come and save you. All right? So that is my advice. Okay, next. Part 3. It's matching. 5 questions. Okay, let us see how it looks like. Each text about 50 words. All right. So there are altogether 5 tags. Okay, there are 5 tags. There'll be something like a description. This is monologue, not dialogue. Part 1, part 2, dialogue. Part 3 is monologue, one person talking. So you must see what that person talking about. So here, if you see the question, each speaker says regarding friendship. It means all 5 will be talking about friendship, but they have different views. Maybe A says, I don't make friends from online or social media links or what. I prefer to know someone face to face, and then I will feel safe so that I can maintain the friendship. So it means this person feels virtual friends aren't real friends. Also, these days, friendship has limitation. If you don't listen carefully, you have the tendency to choose D. So here, out of the 5 speaker, one text. Not one speaker, all 5 speaker, one text. This person, one text, this one, another text, another text. You must see what they're talking about. This is kind of difficult, but the time will be given for you to read the whole thing. Okay, read the question carefully before you listen. They'll give you the certain seconds. So read quickly, understand what is the focus here. Okay, so that is about part 3. Now part 4. Part 4 is note completion. The length is about 600 to 650, but I took the shorter one, only the first shorter. The text is, the text is longer, 600, but the filling in blanks will be shorter one. Okay. won't be very lengthy, so don't worry about that. So here there is one instruction missing, okay, because I got these samples, so I'm using it. The instruction is like this: you do not use more than one word, or do not use more than two words, but usually one word lah, not two word here. I haven't come across, but there is a but. Lembaga can change their mind. What's wrong of giving two words? Yes or not? But it won't be difficult. So always refer to the question. It is so far one word. But if they change, it happens last time during PT3. First, they said student must identify the error for Form 3, PT3 paper, but later when the exam paper comes, it's already identified. But usually, Lembaga won't torture you. Okay, Lembaga will definitely help you. They'll see what is your ability, then only they'll test you that way. They won't, your ability is sorry, not A, C, they won't give you A question, A level question. Okay, you see, you get the C quality so that you can answer. All right, so here, listen carefully, fill in the blanks. Okay, here, not different word, you cannot change the word. Whatever you listen, that's what you're supposed to do. Right. What you listen, that's what you get. Or 10 words here. Listen first time to get answer, second time to confirm the answer. All right. So let's go to writing. This is the major part. All right. So let us see. Writing. Okay. Let me stop a while. Anyone has question? If you have question, please put in the comment of your screen so that I can answer the question. Okay, every now and then I'll check. If there are questions, please ask. Or you want to ask in the end also can, but it's better for you to, in between, post the question. I'll answer whoever comes to ask question. Okay, so let us see writing paper, sorry. The first part is communication message. It's mean you don't have to talk lengthy. You don't have to write very lengthy. How's your hello? Hi. How's your weekend? How's your grandmother? I heard she was not well. Have you brought her to the doctor? Please advise her to take her medicine on time and eat good food so that she can recover. But the message is write a message to or email to a friend to advise on how to improve English. But instead of improving English, what are you doing? Advising the grandmother. So here, no grandmother, no grandfather talk. Straight to the point. That is the task. If you start to, okay, our Malaysian students have this problem. Students all pay attention. Here for writing paper, length is not the criteria. Bukan satu kriteria untuk dapat markah tinggi. Saya tulis panjang, saya dapat markah. Kawan lain tulis pendek, mesti fail. No. The first part of the task is short response. You can about 80 words to an informal message. It means this is to a friend. You must have the friendly tone language. Teacher, how if I write lesser? Don't. 80 means try to go 80. Teacher, how if I write 100? Why are you wasting your time? It means you started to talk unnecessary response. The moment you write unnecessary response, your content marks drops. Your communication achievement marks drops. And when you write extra, there are tendency for you to give errors without realizing. Okay, we'll see in depth in a while. So let us see that. Okay, this is the question. Always use your pencil to scribble. Scribble means not simply draw anything. Underline the points. Okay. First question. You received an email from your friend, Sam, who has just come back from his residential school. He is studying. All right. Next, where is it? I push my screen. Okay. So the message your friend sent to you. Hi, the midterm school holiday is finally here. Let's go camping with our friends. Where shall we go? And what can we do there? What should we bring? Okay, if you see your both textbook, your Form 4 textbook and Form 5 textbook, which your teacher has been using, forcing you to do homework, it are these kind of questions. But what you do, never mind lah, exam time I'll do revision. These practices are the revision. If you want to say your teacher is not helping for your exam, it's not right. The moment the teacher use textbook, they are on the track. Okay, your textbook is like your kitab. Use it well. Okay, so I'll be waiting for your reply. So here the focus is they want to go camping. So underline it with friends. Okay, that is the point. In your short message here, you must put where to go, the place. Then what to do. Okay, what to do, you can ask teacher, want to give two activity or three activity. Always don't give one, give two. If you give three, there are tendency for you to do error and say unwanted important things. So give two first. As you do, you can see, I think I need more words. Then add one more. You justify. Don't have formula in writing essay. Kena tulis dua, kena tulis tiga essay. No, the teacher will say that because they want you to be smart during the exam. You give two. You find it's too short, then give three. Okay? So what to do? Usually go camping, what do? We'll do self-cooking, right? And then we'll do jungle trekking. We'll go fishing by the river. The basic one. Okay? If this question you say, teacher, susah lah, teacher tak tahu, but it means you do not know yourself. I think you go camping, right? Use that experience. It's not something alien for you. All right? So next, what should we bring? Again, tell two. If you feel it's too short, give three. And then when you want to give the what should we bring, you tell, okay, I think we should bring torchlight since we're going to stay there overnight. It will be very handy, especially when we go late night jungle trekking. Can you see? You are telling what to bring, but at the same time, you're justifying it, reasoning it. That is a good response here. Straight to the point. Okay, so here, hi, school holiday is here. Let's go camping. Very direct. So you can reply, hi, it's great. It is a great idea to go camping during this holiday. I suggest we should go to Bukit Hijau. The place is very green. There we can do fishing. I heard now the season for not season. I think there are a lot of fish. That's what my uncle told me. Not only that, it is very important for us to bring tent since we're going to stay there overnight. And do not forget to bring your torchlight as we will be going for our late night jungle trekking. Reply me soon. That's it. Within 80 words. Straight to the point. So remember, this part, no grandmother, grandfather story. Straight to the point, settle it. All right? So if you see this marking scheme later, I'll show you. Then you can see the differences. Okay? Later I'll show you. That one is a later part. Very important part. Okay. The question paper will give you the space. Don't go and call the permanent staff, give me extra paper. Then you write one page for this. I don't know. I cannot answer. Any other teacher also cannot answer because they are short message. Okay, you communicate direct to the point. So here, if it is email, you don't ask the teacher. Teacher must write email. If the question say write an email, of course you have to write to the email, right? Basic logic answer. If they said write a short letter or postcard or a mobile phone message, okay, then definitely you put the name. You understand? So don't confuse. About subject, don't sit there 5 minutes thinking about the subject. It means straight to the point. What is the question about just now? About going camping. The subject is going camping. That's it. Or Bukit Hijau, my choice. Make it catchy. If you cannot make it catchy, straight to the point. Okay, and don't waste your thinking about email, thinking about subject. If you don't know whose email, put your own email. All right? So that is about part one. Part two. Part two is writing also essay, but then it's guided. This kind of question also available in Form 4 and Form 5 textbook. Unfortunately, you're not paying attention. Teacher give you essay work. Tak payahlah. Online classes tak penting. The same thing. You are in a different mode situation. Otherwise, you will be inside the classroom. So please follow your teacher's lesson. I heard many students from many school are not joining online class. I don't know. Even I have the same problem. I'm requesting on behalf of all the teachers in Malaysia, join online class, please. Sakit hati tau bila you all tak join. I want to share something and my student don't come. I feel very angry. I call the parents all. Okay, so don't do that. Not because we want to kenakan you. We care, like your mother, like your father. We all care about you. All right. So online class next time, please join as candidates. Don't miss it. Although it's a quiz, go and do. Show the interest. That's positivity. Okay, let us go to guided writing. If I ask to, I start to advise, I'll advise a lot. Because I want to save our students. Okay, so part two. So part two is guided essay. So let's see the question. So they already put here 125 to 150. Teacher, can I write 300 words or not? Oh, when student ask me like this, I become very, very upset. Okay, feel like taking the machine gun, whatever the strongest one, I don't know, AK-47 or I imagine I'm shooting the student, but in real life, dare not do that. Okay. All right. So question two. During the English lesson, your teacher has assigned a group task. Your group is asked to discuss on how to spend time wisely. Underline. Okay, as students. So your essay is your audience are students. Don't advise for adult. When you want to give the tips on how to spend time wisely as student, it means you must talk about students, how they save time. You don't talk for the working people. After work, you must do this. After work, you can go for exercise. You cannot do that. Okay? So your teacher also has asked you to write an essay about how you would spend your time as a student. Okay, so the main idea is how spend time wisely. They give you guided, so you cannot go wrong. First part of the essay is how you would spend your time. What would you do? Reason your choice. Okay, here there are different pattern of layout, for the essay. Usually your teacher will say, kalau ada 3 soalan, kamu kena bahagikan untuk beberapa perenggan, right? Even bahasa also safety. But when your teacher said that, it doesn't mean that satu soalan ni for one paragraph. No, you have to justify because we are not sure what kind of question here. The breaks, the 3 dots here, they may be written for content pertama, content kedua, content ketiga. It happens. Maybe they say like the earlier question, where to go, what to do, what to bring. So you can put first paragraph of the content is where to go, second paragraph is what to do, third paragraph is what to bring. Here, no, the pattern is a bit different. You're going to talk the first introduction. As students, you have to like be wise in spending your time. You should not procrastinate. Of course, you begin with the formal. But my tips is not my tips. This is full blast English textbook tips. If you see the unit 4, unit 5, all the essay, they will ask you. Unit 4, there's one. Okay, unit 4, they ask you for essay on. I just did with my student before the holidays. Okay, when I recall, I'll tell you that. Okay, the idea is like this. The question will ask you to write essay. You must break this question into paragraph. Here, it doesn't sound like 1.1 paragraph. All three one paragraph because they want you to tell how you spend time wisely as student. So how would you spend? First, you will go to the library during your free time. Okay, you can say, teacher, now pandemic. Assume there's no pandemic. Don't talk pandemic now in essay. If you think that you want to talk from the perspective of a pandemic situation, you can make sure you have the point. If you don't have the point, delete that part of your life. No corona now. Okay, so I'll go to the library, the public library during my free time or weekends. Then what would you do? I'll go there to on facts about nature, because I'm a nature learner, more about nature. Okay. Reason for your when I read such books, makes me be so concerned about saving this environment to make me a good human. So, in first point, the tips you have to include three, not one. So, second tips. As a student, I would prefer help my mother at home during my free time. So, how would you spend? That's one. Then, what would you do? I would help her to do the house chores and also learn some cooking while she cooks at home. Reason, so that I can be independent later when I further my studies. I can cook my own food rather than spending money on buying food from outside shops or from shops, from restaurants. All right. So second tips. So each tips is a question. So this question pattern is different. So it's not about answering the question. Cikgu kata, satu soalan, satu perenggan. Satu point, satu perenggan. So don't stick to that. What teacher said is, satu perenggan, satu point, maksudnya satu tips. Then if you look at the question here, they give you the breaks. Each tips you must describe what you do, the reason. Okay? So if you have question now regarding this, please post. I will definitely clear your doubt later. All right? So this is the question pattern here. Teacher, can I write more than 150 words? Okay, I request all the teachers who are listening now. Teachers, please take the name, get their phone number, pass it to me. I'll call them, I'll advise them for 1 hour. Okay? If you're ready to listen to me 1 hour advice, then do that mistake. So my advice is, and all teachers' advice, don't write more than the range. If you want to write teacher sedikit lebih tak apa kak, okay. 10 hingga 15 perkataan lebih. That's all. So 165 maximum. Okay? So you should see how the UK does. This is what they do. We are actually using the UK students' method, the assessment method. So they also writing so little, although they are native speaker. We are second language, some of them third language, using English as third language. But kita tulis macam National Geographic punya documentary. Okay? We are not experts. Follow the method. Follow your teacher, please. Okay, all the teachers knew about it already. Okay, next one. Okay, we already done 2 parts. Okay, let us see. Extended writing. Extended writing is, give me a moment. Okay, extended writing here, they give you 3 choices. Okay, and then you choose only one. Don't choose which is famous. Choose which one you can do. Although your friends say, review is the best because that's a difficult question, So if you choose that, then you can answer. No, there's no such a thing. Okay, you answer difficult question, but if your language is horrible, no marks. No good marks. Not say no marks, no good marks. So choose the one that you are able to do. Okay, so here, this is what Lembaga suggested during the teacher's training, like an article, review, report, a story. Then you must write 200 to 250 words. Again, teacher can write more than that, 15 words. That's all. More than that, don't write. Again, I'll ask your teachers to get your phone number and pass to me. All right? Please, class, I'm telling this much earlier. I don't believe in having seminar last minute and then you understand. No, it's good to start now. You know the method, practice it now, make it immune, like your body immunity now, corona, right? Immune yourself with the kind of question that you're going to get, rather than straight away go to the hospital. It's similar to getting infected by coronavirus, okay, COVID-19 virus. So don't do that mistake. Okay, let us go to the pattern. All right, so this is how extended writing looks like. It's also, so there's nothing, there's no question like, kamu kena fikir sendiri dan what. No, okay? So here they give you 3 questions, 200 to 250 words. And this is the question, the kind of question. So this is article. Okay, you see this notice on the school notice board near the school hall. So it means the notice is only for the students. How can they put a notice for old people at school? No, right? So your audience are students. So articles should be referred to the students. You are looking for some interesting articles. Good at it. So the article on computer classes. The title is computer classes. So do you think having computer classes at school is a good idea? First part of the question. What advantages and disadvantages having computer classes? What special facilities should a computer class have? And how can you improve your computer class at your school? So there are 4 parts here. Okay, compared to the first question we saw just now, the guided writing, you look at this. Can we put all the 4 questions in every paragraph? Okay, I can hear no. So yes, you are right. So first part of it is the beginning. Second part of the question is the advantage and disadvantage. Third paragraph, the third paragraph will be the special facilities that a computer class should have. It means your imagination. What do you want in a computer class at your school? Think, recall. If your computer class in your school is perfectly organized, or do they like full of facilities? So, which is if you feel no, think about it. Put it in words. It's not the time to scold the teacher, or school. Some students use exam paper as a platform to express the education system. I know I've come across. They condemn. Don't do that. When you start to condemn, your marks will be interrupted. That is not the platform for you to express. Talk and all that. But here you should write this in their computer classes. So the best facilities that every computer class should have are, then tell one by one. You express it in a very polite manner, very factual, because this is factual. Very factual in your language. All right? And then the last paragraph, how can you improve your computer class at school? So when you talk about the facilities, then the last paragraph, I believe with good facilities. Okay, another thing I want to tell you, when you want to write essay, don't always say, I think. You cannot think because we are not expert. Even I also shouldn't say that actually. If you see the British, they won't talk like I think. They do use, but when you're talking very formal, they won't use I think. They'll say I believe. Okay, so that sounds better. So try to change the way you say your idea. Right? So here again, for this kind of article, okay, you wanted to practice, English download unit 4 essay. If you have done, you're going to go through that. They'll talk about when you want to start an article, it's better to start with a hook question. Hook question means like this. This is computer, about computer classes. Okay, so you can say, having computer classes at school is a good idea. Take the part from the question. See, a teacher cannot copy the question. Can, but put it in a statement. So you put a statement. Having computer classes at school is a good idea because it helps a lot. It helps students a lot. Okay, that is the statement. For if you want to make your article attractive, change the whole statement to a question, to a hook question, to attract the reader. So, as students, do you believe computer class will be an excellent idea in helping you academically? Question mark. Can you see that? So start with a hook question that will make the reader feel like, okay, something this person trying to say. Pay attention. Understand? It's a skill, it's a style of writing when you want to write an article. Put hook question. How many hook question you can write? 1 or 2 will do. After that, the same paragraph, after putting the hook question, the first paragraph, join the question, maybe give 2 questions, join them. The third sentence will be the answer for the 2 questions, but in a statement form. So this is actually the method of writing, what you call it, the thesis. If you go university, you'll learn. Okay, let me tell you what is thesis would mean. Okay, You must give the research question and then you give the statement to answer the question. So English download book, go through the essay book, they will teach you how to do it. Start with a hook question first, and then you give me one statement, and then second paragraph. You should know what are the advantage of computer classes, right? Don't say, teacher, I don't know lah, teacher. You can use mobile phone so well. Okay, my mobile phone also very simple one. Oh, you all have iPhone lah, J phone lah, K phone lah. I don't know anything about the brands. Okay, what I know, the phone I can use Telegram, I can use WhatsApp. That's it. It's something I'm learning now. Okay, so learn. If you don't know, learn. There's no such thing as I do not know at all. Huh? Okay, this is the part 3 question. There's another kind of question in part 3. This is review. You recently saw this magazine. Okay, let's review. Okay, before I go further into this question, when you say review, it's actually opinion. So here also you can use I believe, from my perspective, in my point of view. That kind of things all should come in. The linker. You cannot use the linker like the simple one, like furthermore, moreover, cannot. Here, when you want to review the linker, the use of linker, believe this book will be very handy for students to do their revision for the coming new format SPM exam. Okay, can you see that? So that's how you speak. Review means very formal, and it should be very professional, like an editor. You should give the text. Editor text, it will be very formal, something like that. But this one is your review, your point of view. But this is for a magazine. All right. So here you see the question gives you the question. It means rangka sudah diberi. Kalau kamu nak kata teacher tak tahu tulis essay lah teacher, macam mana teacher? Rangka sudah diberi, macam mana boleh kata tak boleh tulis? It means you never go through it. Okay, every question read. In this, since the day we born zero. But how we learn to talk, how we learn to walk, run, jump, fall down. After fall down, we know how to cry. After cry, we know how to wake up. After wake up, go and put medicine. Go and see mother to put medicine. All that, how do we know? Observe, understand, practice. All right. So let's see the question, the review. Have you read any interesting storybook or novel lately? Send us your review on the book you have read. Say what you enjoyed. So you see the first point, what you enjoy. Okay, here it's more of literature. Even you can review book, you can review a restaurant, you can review a party that you attended, a birthday party, or you review on what else? A food that you tried in a restaurant, rather than reviewing the restaurant, the food, the particular food. A lot of things. It means you give the idea of what you enjoy. So here, what you enjoy, since it's a book, you can talk about character, about the theme, moral value, what else? The kind of language that they use. Okay, this is more of a literature. Of course, they say literature is not included. The literature is tested this way. If you choose this if you choose this question, you are actually responding or using the literature skill. You're actually covering the literature skill. Your teacher are covering, but unknowingly. Last time you learned literature. Last year, Sing to the Dawn. The novel? No more already. Other states have different novel. Like Penang State, we have the Sing to the Dawn, right? So I'm referring to that. But now they make it like one of the choice. So those who are very good in literature, you're able to answer this question, because literature is not meant for everybody. Not everybody is critical in thinking. Literature is critical. You have to comment on that moral value. So in order to comment, you have to know the moral value of the story. To know the moral value of the story, you must read the content. So only those reading books can answer this question. If you're not, please don't do that. Okay, so let me go further, because we have some students who are bookworms. They will read non-stop the whole novel. Okay, would you recommend the book to your friend? Why? So the first part is what you enjoyed about the book. So you begin with the introduction of name of the novel, who is the writer, and maybe a short synopsis of the book. Second paragraph, you tell, I enjoy this book, I enjoy reading this book because of the moral value it contains. Along the story, we can see lots of moral value. The first that impressed me was uh, the value of respecting elders. It teaches me how to treat well the old and aged people, not only my parents but others too. Okay, so that is the first part. So would you recommend to your friends? So second part of it. So it will be introductions, first point, second paragraph, second point, third paragraph. So then you can say recommend the book or not. I will strongly recommend this book to my friends because they can learn about how to respect elders. Because I notice youngsters nowadays fail to show respect to the elders. They believe that it's very common. But for those old folks means not orang tua, many that one also the wrong understanding. When people say folks, my student also has that understanding. Folks, they feel like old people. It's old folks, women folks, children folks. It means a group of people. Folks means a group of people. All right. So you must say the reason. How many reason, teacher? Since it's like 200 to 250 words, give three or four. Why you want to recommend? So here, say what you enjoy about the book, not one moral value, maybe more than that. If you don't want to talk about the moral value, talk about the character. I like the father character so much. Then second character, I also like the son because they showed the relationship so well, so neatly. They portray the story, both of them. Okay, so something like that. Then the last one is the conclusion. So conclusion, you give your opinion. You give your opinion in a way. I would strongly recommend this. Oh, that one is the sorry, no, not recommend them here because I believe this book will make a good example to every students learn about how to respect people around them. So it's something like you concluding with a moral value because your focus is moral value, right? You understand now? So this is basically a practice. If you don't practice, definitely you'll be lost. Okay, next one. Okay, in your choices, they'll put a story. Okay, you see, if you see story, they don't guide much. Okay, let's see the question. To write a story for a competition, your story must have the title. So the title is given unforgettable trip. When you say unforgettable, it can be very happy moment that took place, or it also can be something very sad also can. But let us go positive lah. Okay, although you want to put tragedy, that will be good. You start the story and then you put something like a climax. Don't misunderstood. Climax means not the ending. If you see the chart of climax, the development of the story, it starts from the introduction, it will go to climax, and then it will come down to conclusion. So climax, you put the tragedy. Never mind, you want to kill somebody, the character also can, no problem. Story you need, maybe you say go picnic lah, this lah, that lah, and then there you killed somebody accidentally. Somebody died. Maybe you push while on the boat, your friend fell off and then died. Then when you come down, you should show some ring and some moral value. End it a bit positively. Okay, but if not, try don't to keep struggle was there, almost die, and then saved, and you learned your lesson. All right. So here, there's very little description of the whole trip, how the trip becomes unforgettable. Okay, you must understand why when it comes to story, why they don't give much detail or too guided is, if not, everybody will be writing almost the same idea because different people creatively they are different. I mean, creative aspect they're different. So that's why this story part, when the part it is a bit free for you. All right. So if you are planning to choose a story, again, my advice: start reading some stories. If you don't read, definitely you can't get anything. All right. So this one, 250. Okay. Extra 15 words. Start practicing now. Okay. This is one of the comment even when I went for training. The UK, one of the book writer of Close Up, the Form 3 textbook, she came. Angela something, if I'm not, I can't recall her name. She was there. You know what she told? Oh, Malaysian student can write very long story, but I couldn't understand. Okay, she just cracked some joke. So we were like, okay, we understand because you are writing extended writing to the extent that we cannot understand. Like you're going around the roundabout. You're supposed to take some of the turns. You never take, you go there 10 rounds. Then only you take the turn out. Okay, so don't do that. That's the point. And then don't have too many lengthy description. You go picnic until you reach the place, right? Our Malaysian student can write 3 paragraphs of traveling alone. Don't do that. Now, okay, straight to the point. First paragraph, reach. The second paragraph, you get ready. Third paragraph, fourth, saved. Fifth, moral value, what you learn from the experience. Okay? So always third paragraph will be something like the what do you call it, the climax part. All right? So you can write any story. You can write gold, maybe war related, anything. But remember, no sensitive issues. It's not the place to express yourself. No politics, no censored, uncensored thing. Okay, don't want that. And of course, you don't any condemn, very serious condemn. No, you can put your opinion, but all right. So this is my advice. Okay, let us go to how. This is actually an extract from one of our training topic. So there they included an article, review, report, and story. These are the choices lah. So of course, we also follow all the information given by Kementerian as a kitab, as a Bible also. Sorry, I'm mentioning that. I'm talking about it's a main reference for us. Okay, that's what I meant. Here you must understand lembaga put here as task may include. So that is the clue. There might be others also. That's what I understood. Okay, may means it's not confirmed. All right. So among teachers also we discuss, is this like only this 4 format for this part 3? Actually, it may be or it may not be. So if you see textbook, so emphasized by Lembaga Peperiksaan A are articles, report, review, story. But here in Form 5 textbook, the syllabus covers all this. If you see page 180 to 186, these are the formats. They give you the sample, okay? Like a rangka lah, they give you. So informal letter got report, article, review, story, essay. Okay, what is the difference between story and essay, teacher? Story is cerita rekaan like that lah. Okay, essay is more factual. Maybe they asked you to write about reading is a good habit. Discuss. That is an essay. Thanks. Form 4, if you see, we have informal letter, formal letter, letter to the editor, reviews. What is missing from the previous topic is, previous format is speech. I don't see that. Okay, so teachers, you also can pay attention on this. Cover as much as possible. Okay, so that our students are prepared and no need to like depend 100% these 4 topics. Like that would be my suggestion. Okay, because things could happen. Any changes may take place. Okay, I'm not telling it will. Just let's be ready. Let's equip ourselves. Okay, students. So if you're not sure of the title, don't go and disturb your teacher. A title, the format. Don't go and disturb teacher. Give us the format. Give us the 2 to 186. Open the pages. See for the topic. The format. Okay, let me show you. This one taken from Form 4 books. Form 4 book textbook. Excuse me. Okay, now this is an email, an informal email. So if you open your textbook, it's there, Form 4 textbook. Teacher, I don't have Form 4 textbook right now in Form 5. Ebook available. If you don't have, ask your teachers. Okay, so if you see here, this is the format. They give you what should you write, what should you begin, and all that. Okay, when they say greeting here, Don't get confused. Teacher, you say just now message cannot write a lot of greetings and all that. That's why you must know, is this a part 1 question? If it is not part 1 question, it's part 3 question, email, just assume lah, they give you email. So far not listed, but it could happen also. Then you must put the introduction clearly. All right. Okay, let us go to next one. Information you need to know, right? How to write the right side of the paper will be the address. Whose address? Your own address. Okay, so this is how. This is a very common format, very universal. Any part of the world you go, the same format. Okay, don't ask teacher. The date must leave one blank. Don't need follow. What can you see? Leave one blank, just leave one blank. But then from the date to the year must leave one blank. So all kind of question, very difficult to answer. Okay, teachers, very pity the teachers. So follow. If you feel like leaving it will look neat, just do it. Here the main concern is the language. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to show your format skill. That also an impression. If your format is wrong, your language is perfect, it creates the impression. Apalah ni? Format tak tahu tulis. Alamak, sayang tak boleh bagi markah lebih kot. You know, it gives that impression, but there is no marks for format. But impression, why not do it perfectly? Okay? Maybe they won't minus mark lah, but impression. Okay, it breaks our heart a little. Okay, here, sorry, it's kind of small, but you can still see this one is from English download textbook. Okay, it's getting dry. My throat is getting dry. All right. So here, if you see formal letter, all the address are on the left-hand side. Start with your own name. Always you first. Others next. Remember like that. Some people don't know. Nama siapa? Saya ke orang lain? Saya ke orang lain? Itu pun sudah 15 minit. So I first. I'm special. All of us are special, right? So you cannot say other person is special. Always you first. Save yourself before saving others. That's what they say when you're on the plane. Anything happen, put the oxygen mask for yourself first, then only help your family members. Okay, if you start to help members, you will collapse. All right? So it's not being selfish. It's about you want to help. Okay? So this is article format. If you see the title, but then there is no by. That is what we can do. Put the by in. I would advise to put the by in. Because usually when you write article, it should have the name of the writer. Okay, if you are not sure, you always can see the question below there, they'll give the guide. But here they never put, this is actually the format guide. But if the question form, they'll say include your name. If you put that, just include. But if you don't put that also, why not just write? Because there is no format marks. Just put title and by. I know many are asking, format must put this, must put that. Okay, just follow what is the standard way of writing. Title and by. That's it. Okay. So next one, it's a review. Review must have title. What is the review about? Restaurant, book, or what? So this is how. If you see here, they'll give you the way to write. I recommend. You mustn't miss. I don't recommend. Okay, here that they are contraction all. If can, try to avoid, because now we haven't got the information yet. Usually contraction is used when you're speaking, when you use dialogues. But then since if it is a formal review, avoid the contraction. Contraction means the short form. Cannot become can't. Must not become mustn't. That one, the contraction. Okay? So next one, report. Okay, report, usually they'll put to, then from the title. That is the format. But here they only give the title. But don't worry, the question will guide you. They'll say write to the principal or write to the English Society teacher advisor. So if that thing appear there, put to. So maybe what can you do is when the teacher gives you the task of writing report, put to, from, and title. Just be ready. Because there is no specific mark for format, but we give our best for the impression. Okay? So next, now we are going into the serious part, which is on marking. Okay, I prefer to share these so that, for example, like I want to eat a fish curry, but I want to eat the fish curry, the berlemak one. I have something in my mind. But if I don't tell you the recipe, and I ask you, go and cook for me fish curry. Will you cook the fish I wanted, or you will cook the fish curry that you know? So definitely you know, right? So will I enjoy your fish curry? No. So I think I'll touch a little bit on how the paper will be marked so that you give me the quality, or you give the paper markers the quality. All right. So first, if you see your essays, 3 essays, each of them 20, 20, 20 marks. You see, why same? Uh, the third one should be more marks one because longer. No, they're 20, 20, 20. But the way we see it is the 20 to get, I mean, the third question 20, it's not difficult to get that compared to the first task. Okay, we'll see that. So all the all the 20 question will be separated to 5, 5, 5, 5. First 5 is for the content. Second 5 is for the communicative achievement. Third one is for organization, and then the last one is the language. Okay, so complete the task. The other task just now, they say review on something, something, right? Then go camping, where you go, what you do, and what you bring. Those are content. It means the task say these 3 things. You mention that 3 things, you get the content. Okay, then history or more of language. What kind of language you use? But here, content and communicative achievement, they add some connection, slight connection. Okay, I'll tell you what. When you want to write your language, you are telling where to go, right? You write where to go, but the language is a bit distorted with error. Communication achievement will drop. It means when we read, we stop to understand, because of error, your marks is going down for communication achievement. But it doesn't mean that content will stay. Communication achievement macam cikgu baca nak fahamkan macam pause, banyak kali pause. When the teachers start to have that process of that pausing during, because we are trying to understand. You understand? So it means your content drop maybe dekat 4 or 3 from 5. So of course the organization, I'll tell detail in the next slide. Okay, this is what I meant before we go further. If you see task 1, you say 1 until 5 marks for the task. So task 1 is very easy, short one, right? Very direct to the point. So that level of getting 5 is within this range. A1, A2, and B1. So your language will be within that range. Tak hebat sangat, simple. Use simple language, direct to the point, like still a baby. All right. If you go to task 2, a bit difficult, higher. So all the 20 marks, when we see for task 120, we see in a very lower level of languages and all that, where you can still get 5. But if you go to second task and you use the same kind of language here, you can't get 5 here also. The 5 quality here is 2 and 3 here for task 2. Can you see that? This is how you study this table. So your range will be A2, B1, and B2. So you must write back thinker, Penanda, Wachana, the word that you choose, the vocabulary that you choose. Okay, so if a student from other states watching, I'm the teacher who actually sharing the learn a word a day. Okay, I want to make sure you know more other choices of words, vocabularies. So if you follow, you can take note of these words, use them. When you speak, use them. So you know, am I using it correctly? It sounds strange because if you never touch or never say the word, feel the word, never seen the word, but first time you're seeing it, why not try? Then you can actually improve. Understand? So let's go to the task 3 now. Okay, task 3. Task 3 is like going into a big dungeon, very difficult because of the language and all that. Okay, you must be creative to create the content and all that. So compared to task 2, this must be B1, B2, and C3. You can see the range here. So if you get task 1 tiga, it means 12. Will you get 3 in task 2? No. If you're writing the same kind of quality, the style. So to get better, you must improve your style. So it's not easy, you are talking about all the tasks are 20 marks. Even the teacher, when they mark, they'll see. Task 1, this is how I should see. I must see it at the lower level. At lower level, they can perform, they get full mark. Then task 2, you're still performing around that range. So the same quality you put in task 3, what happened? Gone case. You understand? So it's not about writing essay, it's about playing different role at different task. Because teachers are aware about this. That's what they're telling. Hey, don't write a lot here. This one write extra. The part 3, you write more, with creative, put in language all in. Then you will say, teacher, that day you say put creative language, then I go and put creative in task 1. You say cannot. Of course lah, the teacher tell that for task 3, not for task 1. Task 1 is direct to the point, not going around the roundabout 20 times. Okay, so far you understand? If you still have doubt in this part, please ask. This is the most important part. You have to know. You want to put fish curry with lemak, that is task 3. You want to put fish curry with mango and all that. The Indians will cook like that. Huh? So that is task 2. You want to cook fish curry only. Put some fish powder, curry powder, put fish enough. That is fish curry for me. That is task 1. You understand? So there are different ways. See which recipe you're supposed to follow for which task. You cannot say, teacher, I don't know. I'm telling that now. Okay? So simple way, semi-simple, not semi-simple, semi-advanced, advanced. Okay? So let us go to the next one. Okay, when I talk about languages, right? Okay, focus is on the lexical and grammatical aspect of writing. Okay, it means you have range and control of grammatical structure and accuracy. It means just now I told you, right? Task 1, you must know simple structure, direct to the point. When you go to the part 2, a bit advanced. Go to the 3, very creative. Okay, and then use basic vocabulary appropriately. So first part, you must know what kind of words you should use, vocabulary. A bit a bit higher, task 2, advanced. Then better ones. Okay, I'll prefer to say sophisticated words. Okay, so next, uses simple grammatical forms with good degree of control. When they say good degree of control means you know how to control your error lah. Okay, so the pattern is like this. If every line you got error, you're going below 3. Every line, your essay, every line, every sentence got error. 1 error, 2 error. You're going below and below. If each sentence got 2, 3 error, when your teacher mark, you put underline, right? So you can see the underline, right? It's mean you're already going below 2 already. So don't let the teacher underline. So what should you do? After write, check. Don't say, itu bukan kerja saya, itu kerja cikgu. I know if cikgu do the work, your marks will drop. Before the cikgu do the work, you do that work. Check first. It's your mark. Don't say, teacher saya sebab saya gelap. Teacher saya suka orang yang cerah-cerah. So dia bagi markah lebih. No. Never I come across. That is your impression. All teachers, no matter male or female, they love the student like their kids. That's why they scold you. Okay? Scold means not hatred. Scold means love. Okay? You must understand that. Because I scold my students a lot also. After that, the next year I forget. But sadly, some students keep it in them. Okay? But I try my best to delete that part. So okay, next. While errors are noticeable, meaning can still be determined. Okay, if you feel like, teacher, saya tak boleh elakkan kesilapan saya. I cannot avoid that. So, but you do mistake that cannot interrupt the meaning. That's fine. So try to improve. Teacher, how to improve? Write every day. Okay, I'll show you one link later. Later I'll share in the group also. Keep it with you. Whenever you're free, you do that practice there. Okay, very interesting. interesting one. Later I'll show you. So this is organization. Organization means how the idea is put. Just now, some question you have to put satu point, satu perenggan. Some question, 3 point tu kena join sekali, bagi 3 isi. So it's how you organize. You must understand the question in order to here the question, when you write the essay, the teacher says how consistent a piece of writing is and how the idea have been linked. So when they say ideas have been linked, Fernanda, wacana. But if you see task one, it is not advisable to you kind of thinker. If you see your textbook, they say, if for an example, just now you want to go camping, right? So you can put Fernanda wacana like this, like informal way. Uh, I would suggest we go to Bukit Hijau. So you are telling, I would suggest it's not a linker, yes, but it's an informal way of beginning the sentence. If you put furthermore, it sounds very formal. You understand? So this is the way to write. Go and take your textbook, the short message essay. You see the example they will give up there. They will never use furthermore, moreover, no. The other way of recycling is they will go straight to the point. All right, so please go through your textbook and familiarize with this. Okay, since I'm presenting, I will share this. Actually, I'm finding difficult to find the time to do the class. I plan to do once a while free classes to touch on certain aspects of writing, speaking. So I'll do that. Still got time, don't worry. Our SPM is next year, but it won't be slow. It will be very fast. The time is moving very fast nowadays. But I'll do this and I'll share with you the group. You can join anyone who's interested, even teachers also. I will do the class. Come and join. Try to learn something. If you have doubts, you can ask me. It will be very informal. Okay? So don't miss that. I'll share with you the link later. Okay, that one later part. It's for free. No charges. For free. Okay. Next, content and communication, communicative achievement. So the focus of content is fulfillment of task requirements. So first task is short message, right? And then there they give you the guide, where to go camping, uh, what to do at the camping, what to bring at the camping. If you have that sentences itself, content is full mark. But when you go to the language quality, when the teacher read, she can understand or he can understand, read, pause, read, pause, read, pause, read, pause like that. It means errors are interrupting your understanding. The teacher is trying to understand. So when that kind of difficult process in marking, your content will go to 3 below. That is the idea. Okay? So just put yourself as a teacher who's marking, then you will know the picture. So now I'm giving you the recipe to cook fish curry. Don't cook fish curry and bring during exam. Give me the essay now. Okay? Next, if they are asked to give advice, okay, example, then they must do this rather than ask for advice. You understand? So if the question say, give advice to your students how to spend time wisely. But what you do, I do. You should say, you could, you must, you should. You understand? So don't change. You may say, teacher, advice what? I'm just telling about myself as an advice. No, that is not the focus. So understand the task properly. Okay? Low scores for content will often be resulted of misinterpretation of task like this. Bila soalan kata bagi advice, tapi you minta advice, itu salah. Another one is bagi advice, but you are bragging, talking about yourself only. I do, I become successful. I do, I become successful. That is also misinterpretation. You understand now? Okay, next one. Communicative achievement. The focus communicative task. Okay, here the communication just now I told you, it's short message and you should give advice. So the tone, the style of the language is advice. People read also, oh, okay, this person is giving advice. Then say, people giving advice, why is this fellow giving instruction? this, do that in a way that very strict way. If you don't do that, you will become failure. Okay, like that. So it's like you are not giving advice, but then you are giving something like a very harsh instruction. Also cannot. Okay, correct genre and register is used for the given task. So this is what just now I meant. Don't say. Furthermore, you can do self revision daily to improve. Something like that. Don't put furthermore, but you put in a very different register genre, like another way that could help you to improve is always complete your homework in time. Can you see that? It sounds like an advice. If you say furthermore, you can complete in time. Sounds very direct. All right. So first task is usually very friendly. And if they will ask you to write to your friend, to your family, not for someone that very far in relationship, not close to you. So next focuses on tone. Tone just now. That's what I referred just now. Don't be too formal here. And you cannot be rude. So for an example, a message can be formal yet friendly. This is what I meant. But don't be informal yet rude. Okay, when I say friendly, you don't try to put, something like a very common way of people speaking. They use certain word that like you are like condemning them, like scolding them. But it maybe you commonly use with your friend, but not on that will bring in the rudeness criteria. I mean rudeness element, which will bring on your marks. Okay. So if you see this is the 543 marks. This is for the part 1. Here, all relevant details presented, and then communicative achievement ideas are straightforward. Okay, and it's communicating friendly. Organization connectors, limited cohesive devices. Okay, when I see here, limited here, not talking about you use, but very formal one. They want a friendly tone. Okay, and of course, which is flawless. No error. Number 2, first draft slip allowed. So the same thing if you come down, simple idea, some irrelevant. This is what happened when you write extra ideas and going beyond the length. You see, writing extra may, I'm not telling will, may, because you're writing unnecessary things. Going out of the topic because you kekurangan idea sebab you berminat nak tulis panjang. So communicative achievement, same thing, but unnecessary. But you are writing very simple. Like first, do your revision. Second, read books. Third, very simple. We are still suggesting, but very like an imperative way. Do this, do that, do this. Okay. Next language, they have minor error. Macam setiap line mula satu, dua error. So it down. Okay, that is part 1. Okay, next. So, content all presented. Tadi ada soalan kan like going camping, what to do and all that. All that. You get all 5. Ideas are straightforward but with linker, organization. Kat sini you can use furthermore, not only that, all that. Okay, so language, again, flawless. First draft slip, okay, you know what they say first draft slip, but the mistake doesn't create confusion. Confusion sudah ada dah. Cikgu sudah mula pause when you read. This one I'm showing to show the difference. Here tak confused. Here okay. So next one. Next one, if you see here, the idea is very straightforward. Here, ideas are presented in a very simple way. You use linker pun macam then, next, first, second, third, and all that. Okay, there is a confusion between first and firstly. Okay, sometimes they say can be allowed and cannot be allowed. This one I write in a one book. Some explanation. They advise it shows some manner of action. Like I walk slowly. So I walk slowly means the manner of slowly you can show. Can you put firstly? I walk like first walked. How you want to show the manner of firstly? Cannot, right? It's been first for process. And that linker is only used for process. Okay, next one. Where also same. Remember, it's more difficult task. You must give details. Okay, and then longer and more better all details semua full. Whatever mereka tanya, you sudah bagi. And then the ideas holds the reader's attention. Here it means when you give the point, you are giving the reason. You're justifying on your own. And the idea is very creatively presented. And good vocabularies. Ada tak good vocabularies? Next one, organization, well organized and well cohesive sentences. Okay, penanda wacana, this one here you can get a lot, plenty online. Sentence connector, they'll give you many with different function to show the differences, to show like ironically, it's contrary. So you can find a better sentence connectors. So teacher, don't go and ask, cikgu bagi semua sentence connector. Okay, remember, teachers are helping, but they are not a bank for you. Don't ask everything, then the bank give you. Don't. Self-Google it. Your mobile phone. Use it. Okay, this will teach you a lot. It can make you travel around the world if you use it well. Okay, so next, language, of course, flawless. Error satu, dua here and there, but then it does not impede the reading. It doesn't stop your reading, but if you're going for 3 marks, it impedes the reading. All right. All right. So next one, about how to improve on your own. This is the link. Let me try whether I can. Okay, sometimes the internet is slow. I definitely cannot join. But I'm giving you this link. Okay, after at the end, I'll copy and then I'll pass it to you. Here, what it works is you go to this link. You don't need to sign up, nothing. It's free. They'll give you the task with breaks. After that, they will ask you to write. You write your essay with whatever way you want it. Then you send it there. Not even a few seconds, you will be able to see the result. They'll tell you what to do. Okay, let me show. Wait, correct. All right. So now I tried it to show the website. Right? It's kind of difficult. Okay, let us see this. Here again, I'm telling you, they go from the basic level to the most difficult level, and the response of your essay will be all right. So now I'm presenting on next skill. Next skill will be, wait, let me show you. Because I show the slide, the link, right? Okay, this one is write and improve for writing. There's another for speaking. We'll look into that also. So if for writing, please polish on this. This is what our textbook covered so far in Form 5. Okay, let us see. You have to use the collocation. Many students are using it, but then you don't know that that's collocation. It's mean you use certain word that connect with the noun. Can you see that? Pay attention. I listen to the lesson rather than you want to say I listen to the lesson during the lesson. So these kind of word will help you. You understand? Okay, which has two. Okay, example. Slept off. Tertidur. rather than I slept. Okay, so these will show your talent, show that you're mature in using. And then, of course, you have to learn some idioms, you can learn some proverbs, but make sure the meaning is precisely understood. You understand it, then you write. Not because you recall it, okay, please don't. You must know it. Teacher, then macam mana kita nak belajar? Start from now. List them, put them in. You, you understand? Okay, next is interesting expression use. So that's why I told you that about the vocabularies that you should learn. Learn some good vocabularies. And then task logical connectors. Okay, task 1, lain bentuk dia. Task 2, a bit formal. Task 3, very formal. But if it is story, you have to use the story sentence connectors. Okay, writing story is not also. You ask yourself, which one you prefer? Adakah kelebihan kamu tulis cerita, tulis what do you call it, fakta? You ask yourself. Don't just because a good student in your class, she always writes story and she get good marks and you are trying to do that. Maybe her strength is that or his strength is that. Your strength may be more factual. Okay? Difference between pelajar yang tulis story dapat markah lebih daripada factual atau all the other way. Okay, you understand? Okay, let us go to next one. If you're targeting, oh wait, let me show you one more. Okay, we'll go to speaking. Give me a moment. Okay, speaking and writing is in term of language, it's almost same, but almost only, slightly if you see marking scheme. Okay, can you all see? Okay, it's not appearing yet. You can give me a moment. It's taking time to project. Okay, okay, give me a moment. It's actually projecting. I'm not sure why. So wait for a while. I think the line got exhausted. The speaking. Okay, well, let me explain. I'll show the slide in a while. Okay, for speaking, you have to first speak. Okay, don't scared. Be expressive in what you wanted to say. Okay, another thing is there are 3 parts. Okay, when you say 3 part, it means where are you from, and then when you have such a supposed to answer like what's your name, you should say like in a sentence form. Don't say I'm a Prema, just name. You say my name is a Prema teacher. But don't say that. You say I'm from the famous city which is called the Telok Intan, like that. Okay, you must be very very expressive rather than answer the question. You are not answering comprehension question, but you're answering question to the question that asked by the teacher. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm trying to open the file. It's almost done. It's kind of heavy, I guess. It was okay just now. Okay. Too much input until the PowerPoint point become a bit weak. Okay, give me a moment. Slide to open. Teacher Kasturi, is there any question that a student asked that I can clear the doubt? You can replace the time with Q&A now. Then I'll continue.
Yes, Miss Premani. Just now, Amza did ask about the marks for the language, the marking scheme. But I believe that you already answered it just now when you explained one by one. So
Okay.
I yeah, the marking
Uh-huh.
for language component, the marking scheme. So I think he doesn't understand what is
Mm-hmm.
the items
Okay.
in the language that
Okay, whoever the student asked, you remember I explained in the end that you must have the collocation, the phrasal verb, idioms, and all that. That kind of language. But for task one, you cannot use the formal linkers. You must use this not informal, but in a friendly tone, like you can do revision day, or there is which is to revise daily for it. So that's what I meant. For the task one, you cannot use the language, the kind of language that you use.
okay, thank you. Yeah. The
Okay?
next one
Did you
is
get the idea? All right.
yeah, the next one is from Ilham Danish. He asked whether can write a bad review.
Bad review. Okay, if you can give a bad review, but it must be comparative. That will makes it better. So for an example, you say the restaurant, the menu are very simple and flat. Uh, they could improve it by adding more interesting and tasty starter, for an example. Okay, so it's like you make it comparative. You review it as bad, but at the same time suggest for a good one. So that will show the skill of compare and contrast. That will be good. All right, because when you say good, you cannot compare. When you give a bad review, you can compare. That shows your ability as well. Right?
Okay. Okay, we have a question from Muniswaran. So he said that he has difficulty on writing guided and extended writing
Mm-hmm.
essay, and he did ask another one. He said, "Is it okay to write the 3 points in 3 separate paragraphs for the guided?"
Okay. All right. So if you see the pattern of the question, not all 3 points are meant to be written in a different paragraph. Some are for what do you call it? They should be put together like earlier. I showed you the example. So you must understand the question. There is no one formula. The question may be vary. Some question will give you the 3 points and require you to put in a different paragraph for each content. But some question you have to put all three in one, like the one that we explained. So there is no fixed method. You must understand the question. Then only you can write. If not, you will go out of track. Keluar track. Okay. About difficult to answer question, essay questionnaire, can be guided or what. I'll share the link to practice. It will show you, it will give you the confidence because the and they'll give you the level, which level. Just now I showed you got B1, B2, C1, C2. So you can choose which level. your essay, the one that you write, it will tell you you are in V1 level, you are in V2 level. So you see the task level that I showed you, right? So if you're answering task one kind of question, if you are getting V2, it means you're very good already. You understand? If you're not getting B2, you're getting lower, it means you must do more practice. So if you're having difficulty, it means you are lacking of practice. Increase the practice. Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, I think I saw one last one. Does the way we speak, the
Kasturi,
slang,
any students?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
sure the name, but the question is, does the slang really matters to the marker when we speak during the speaking test?
All right. It's a very good question. Okay. Remember, because there is no slang or style. You remember I showed you content, communicative achievement, and all that. So I'll show you the question on that. I'll share on that section. With the technical problem, I did some assistant. It showed here the try and capture a different screen to see if this continues, because the browser says I cannot, the browser cannot access my screen, but I'm sharing it. Can anyone help with this?
Yeah, hold on, Miss Premani.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Premani, try to share again.
Okay. I'm doing it now. Okay. How about now? Okay. I think now it's fine.
Yeah.
Is it viewable? All right. Okay. So before I further with speaking, a few minutes more, not much. Any other question, Puan Kasturi?
No, Miss Premani, no.
All right. Okay. So, girls and boys, let us proceed with speaking. Like our friend asked about slang, I'll explain to you now. So this is part one. Let us know the part first. This is part one. They will ask you question like, what is your name? As you can see, you remember your PT student together. About the arrangement of students, we are not sure. So far, they didn't strictly say it must follow the name list. I don't know. It depends on the school. The SU Fabrics and they will arrange. Whoever they are, get the chemistry work between you and that partner. Even though you end up with your enemy, okay, I won't call it enemy lah. Maybe you're not comfortable with that friend. Start to have the positive auto angka giliran. So you can just be prepared. That's what the teachers can help. Tell them, most probably they will be paired with who, because we'll be following the name list, right? So let them have the chemistry work together. Okay, and then where do you live? How do you come to school? Don't answer the question by bus. Okay. Oh, I come to school by bus because I find it kind of comfortable and I don't want to burden my parents. Okay. You will go to. I'm going to ask you about the about daily routine. So they'll ask you daily routine, what you do after school, what you do in the morning, weekends, answer incomplete. So about your slang, try not to, because we are not native speaker yet, but you pronounce it clearly. When you speak, you say, my first thing to do in the morning is I wake up, you mumble like, you speak. Don't do that. Say as clear as people can understand. You understand? Okay, and give details when teacher asks you question. Okay, let us go to part two. Okay, part two is they'll give you certain question. Here they give a family celebration and a person you admire. So 3 to 4 minutes only. So one person will be getting one question. You family celebration, another friend about a person that you admire. So they will ask you, the teacher will ask you, talk about the family celebration that you had recently. That's all. You have to talk. Cannot, what celebration? Hari Raya. How you celebrating? Early morning, I wake up, I celebrate with my family. That's it. You keep quiet. The more ask question, prompting you more and more, it's a sign your marks is dropping. The teacher will give you maximum. The moment you're not performing, it drops. Teacher don't go from bottom up, top down. Okay? So after that, they will ask another pair. What do you think about the celebration? You don't have to answer the same question. You say, having celebration is something positive for me. I any days that we have celebration. Give your opinion. After that, the teacher asks your thing. Can you tell me about the person that you admire? So don't let the teacher ask question. You keep on talking until the teacher stops you. That is the secret. That is the recipe. So teacher, but then I need to be prepared. Remember, when you want to talk to a friend, do you be prepared at home one day before? No, right? Be natural. Okay? So whatever be presented about the person admire, they'll ask, what do you think about the person that you admire? Oh, the person that I admire is always very positive towards me. Who is my mother? She's a wonderful person. Without her, I think I cannot be successful in my life. Okay, something like that. Okay, part three. This is a question lah. This is what you'll be getting. You said I'm not prepared, right? You see, they give you. One person will be getting a family celebration. One person will be getting all the person you admire, and they give you the guide. You understand? So next one, part three. This is discussion. They'll give you this. Both of you will be getting the same one. After that, you will be discussing. And the teacher will never ask question. The teacher will say, online shopping is gaining popularity in our country. Here are some reasons why people shop online and questions for you to discuss. So you must ask question and answer. After that, what you can do from now, since if you know your pair or before the speaking also can, tell your friend, you start, I will continue. So you any question that you ask, I will respond. After that, I will ask. Okay, it's like this. Let us go to the question. Okay, I think many people choose to do online shopping now, especially during the pandemic. Why? You ask. It's a conversation. Well, I feel not only during the pandemic, I prefer to do online shopping because okay, I cannot stand in the crowd. I feel stressed when I be in crowd. Then maybe another friend, oh, that's very a different view. But I love to go to shopping malls. When I see crowd, I feel very lively. Oh, unlike you, who probably you are a person that like to stay away from crowd. But in a way, it's good so that you don't have stress, unnecessary stress. Not only that, I think online shopping also a time saving method. We don't have to spend time driving, stuck in the jam, go and find parking spot. So I think it's time saving. So something like that. Be natural. Use simple language and don't stop. In this section, teacher will never ask. Okay, how it looks like is I will be asking you question. If I'm teaching you, for an example, my class, I'll be asking question. A bit far away, there'll be another teacher sitting. That teacher will not be your school teacher. That teacher will be from a different school, or maybe a person lembaga, or our unit pemeriksa, the Penang State one. Okay, so her work is, or his work is, to sit there and listen only. My work, the teacher who teaches you will ask question, then you will have to answer. So my mark, I'll show you that. Right. What is this? You see here, you see the blue color. Interlocutor, I'm the one, your own teacher. He or she only gives 6 marks for the overall performance. So total mark is 24 only for speaking. The assessor, the external teacher, will give you 18 marks. Sorry, there is an error. Correct, 6. 6, yes. 6 for the grammar, 6 for vocabulary, 6 for communicative competence. Communicative competence means you are able to speak. Understand the student who asks question, it's not about slang. Your vocabulary should be precisely used, and you are communicating in a style, not slang. Okay, when I say, well, I think it's better to go shopping, that kind of language, not rather than you speak like a British and then you wrongly say the word. That's the problem, because British pronunciation is is another way of saying it. So don't try to use slang where you end up saying something that is not correct. Okay, so that is the I want to explain about speaking. Okay, this is the part every time they will give you. You must use all the points given, up to you. But you must speak. That is the most important thing for you to remember. Time is 4 to 5 minutes. You have to talk. Okay, you estimate. You can look at your watch, no problem. Be natural, nothing to worry. Okay, so here how the marks is given. Again, I told you, interlocutor and assessor will look into 3 points details here. Okay, you can see 6 marks, flawless. This means no error. Grammar. Slips, fine, 1 or 2 slips. Vocabulary, you know which word to use and it is correctly used. Competence, excellent delivery. You know how to pause, you know how to say things, you can know how to slow down, you can know how to emphasize, stress, all that. There is no more slang. Okay, girls and boys, please pay attention. Okay, I'm focusing on say 5 and 6 marks. Here, little minor error, like it's normal when we present also we tend, okay, but it doesn't interrupt the understanding. And then here, vocabulary, maybe some not precise, not that correct, but still can be understood. Sentence connectors and all that. Okay, for the overall performance, your own teacher, 5 to 6 marks maximum 6 marks. Understand? Okay. Do I ask a lot of questions? No. Then you are 6. Can we do the interaction? Yes. Can we proceed to next other relevant? Which means you can proceed. You can give me more detail without I'm asking. So remember, the clue is never let the teacher to ask a lot of questions. You be very natural, you can talk about it. Okay, the more the teacher prompts, your marks is actually going down and down. Okay, again, just now I gave you write and improve. This is speak and improve. This is also interesting. There'll be a little robot there. They'll say start speaking. You click the button and then you start to speak. And then once the time is over, then it will tell you your level. B1, B2, which level. So from there you will know how to understand. Teacher, can we get sample of how to answer this question? Plenty in YouTube. Just search speaking assessment video. You will can get, but you can see native speakers, they will give you examination example also available. Maybe you can ask your teachers. Lembaga already shared the video. Probably teachers can share with them. Let them see, let them feel the example. Okay, so you can see how the students, Malaysian students speaking, how the teacher questioning, can see that live. Okay, there's a video. Okay, so we have come to the end of the presentation. Any other question before we end?
Yeah, so far no, Mr. Mani.
Any other
No
question
question.
before we end?
No, no, Ms. Premani, no questions.
About there is a group. If you have any doubt, I'm willing to help. I'm planning to do something. No question, huh? All right. So it's something like charity, lah. I just want to help the students. All right. So, Teacher Kasturi, I would like to share this group information. It's actually a Telegram group. Uh, I'll put in the comment. Is it okay? Can I put?
Okay, okay,
I'll
sure, okay.
share
Can
it
the
with the
teachers join
students,
in too,
and
Ms.
this will be
Premani?
like sharing the link and also the speak
How about the teachers?
teachers. Oh, can please come in. We will learn together. Maybe we can do joint class
I
also.
mean, the teachers?
Share it. Can. Teachers also can. I don't restrict that. Usually I'll allow students only, but it's okay. We will share. Since it's something new, we have to be together and help our students. So, and I also shared the speak and improve and write and speak. So please share that link also to students. Students, please keep it with you whenever you are free. Do it. Try it with your friends. You can do individual. Actually, no need to do in the group, but you can compare the result. All right. Okay. If you have a question, you still can ask before we end. Okay, thanks a lot, teachers and students. I'm very glad that whatever I shared, then if anything, you'll get some information. If you still cannot get any group, and ask me, I'll explain to you.
All right, the link for Speak and Improve is already there, as well for the
Mm-hmm.
writing.
Okay.
Yeah, waiting for my friend.
Okay.
Ms. Premani, that's the end, is it?
That's the end. So we can wrap up.
All right, okay. That was more than 2 hours of informative session we had today. So I'm sure the student as well as the teacher gain a lot of information during the seminar. So I would like to thank especially to Ms. Premani Subramaniam for taking time off of busy schedules to be here today. Okay, and special thanks to my SPM coordinator, Puan Nuri, the backbone for the seminar. And on behalf of my school, SMK Dato' Haji Ahmad Said, we truly appreciate for Ms. Premani valuable contribution. Okay, not to forget teachers and students from other school for your active participation in this session. So we hope that you learn a lot today. So that's all. Take care and be safe. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.